TJ for the Redneck Garage. I am out here in the garage trying to throw away, organize, move stuff out to the storage building, that kind of thing. There's more videos on that, but I have something different today. I was able to test drive one of the brand new Teslas, and I'll give you the backstory on that. Hey Jerry, they're from Canada. Jennifer's cousins. He owns a Tesla. It is one bad to the bone car right there, let me tell you. As long as you got electric.
It wasn't too bad once we figured it out.
No, that GPS is pretty sweet.
Yeah, having a big map like that.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's like a 12, 15-inch tablet?
17.
17, shut up. So here's the backstory. Bonnie and Steve, I guess they're my cousin-in-laws, but we just love spending time with them. They're absolutely awesome people. They live in Canada. I don't hold that against them at all. Not like Jerry, because they're in the Toronto area, not over in Calgary. But he was driving down to Texas because he was selling a house down there. And his Tesla, the Model S that I showed you in the video, his Tesla, the S model, had an issue, and I think it called him up and said, "Hey Steve, I've got a problem with my battery." No, he had a problem with the 12-volt battery, right? It powers everything up, but everything else is run off the main huge battery. But he had to get it into service for Tesla. They towed his car in and they said, here's the keys to a brand new Tesla that you can take until Monday till we can get your new battery put in. Bad for him, but it was good for me because I actually got to drive the Tesla. And I will say this, Steve is one of the most knowledgeable people about the Tesla product because he drives one, he owns one, he follows it and all that stuff. So I got a real lesson on it. And as far as Tesla goes, you know, I've always had mixed emotions about an electric car, but this changed my mind. So let's take a look at the lesson that I got from Steve and getting to drive this crazy car. Steve's here! He got him a rental car. What kind of rental car is this crazy thing?
Not so redneck anymore.
What? Oh.
Okay, you want to get in the
Yeah,
front?
you want to get in here.
I'll
Sweet.
You missed how the handles came.
All right, so give us a rundown on this beautiful jewel.
Well, you've got pretty much everything you'd want in this one. Look, it's named Loki. They name each car.
Oh, wow.
And it's the color and everything of your actual car. It shows pretty much everything.
Once the roof.
Yeah, the glass roof.
Oh, wow, the whole thing's glass.
And what's really cool is, well, on the SUV one, what happened is a tire came off of a truck. And these are the kinds of things, the stories that don't make it around.
Yeah.
But the tire hit the all glass roof and the person didn't even get hurt. And the tire came right into the glass because this glass roof is almost as strong as a metal roof.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they've actually in some ways it's stronger.
Wow.
So you just...
We got to go get some gas. Ah!
So see, I'm 18 inches
Holy
from your
crap.
car. So now, and look at the rear view camera.
So now this is 8, how big is that screen?
I think it's 21 inch.
21 inch.
Yeah, I think it's a 21
It's
inch.
Android.
It's Tesla. They write all the software.
Yeah.
That's so.
That is bad.
So you can see they show your car and it's not seeing any of the lines. So I can't use Autopilot here probably. Yeah, see it telling me that I can't because it can't see the road. But you can use it. Now it's seeing the middle line. You can see it every now and then. See it popping up? Now when it's white, then it's kind of knows. Let's get on a road with some lines. Because, yeah, see that thing flashing out?
Yeah.
Because it's the radar from all the different angles pops up. You want to feel some acceleration?
Holy crap.
That's not even
That's not even all of it.
No.
Holy crap.
That'll throw you back.
You ready?
Oh my God.
This is to the floor, all right?
All right, here we go.
Woo! God.
Holy crap. Literally.
Oh my God. Our boys would, Ethan would.
That's the old dollar bill on the dashboard trick.
Yeah.
Now, is this one about the same as yours as far as acceleration?
No, this is dual motor and 100 kilowatt hour battery, and both of those things give it a lot more. So this one's 0 to 60, 2.2 seconds.
Yeah.
Mine's about 4 seconds, which, you know, that's a pretty significant difference.
Yeah, that's really slow.
Well, Well, what's crazy is because it's got, this one's the dual motor and it's just the rear motor. So this one, even in wet conditions, won't slip very much.
Yeah.
Because it's able to, it adjusts each wheel. You know how electric motor just has way more control, and it's directly connected. So they tune each of the motors. As soon as it feels any slippage, it takes power away from that particular motor, and it just completely changes everything.
Holy crap! That is like a freaking roller coaster.
I know. It's like that was 60 miles an hour there.
Holy crap!
I know. It's scary when you first drive these things. It scares you. We'll get on the road with lines.
So this is the top of the line.
This
right now.
Well, there's a couple of things that if I was to get the top of the line, I'd want full leather seats.
Yeah.
I asked them why they put the little cloth in there, and it's because people like to if they want to drift with the car, that this will hold you better than the leather. You'll slide a little
bit more.
And they put the 19-inch tires, which gives you more comfortable ride. You see it now how the lines are on both sides. So now if I do, now I'm on autopilot. It's asking me to put my hands on the wheel.
Right.
So you've got the different speed limits. So if I don't touch the wheel for a while, it'll start, first it flashes.
Yeah.
It doesn't really, it's not looking at traffic lights, so you don't want to.
Oh, it won't?
No, because they haven't.
They're going to have something that transmits that.
Yeah,
right?
well, it's the camera will start seeing the lights and be able to deal with them, but you haven't touched the wheel yet.
Well, I can do that.
Yep. Anybody.
You got to put my leg up there on it, but yeah.
So it won't see the red light. As soon as I grab the wheel, it'll turn it off right away.
Just like cruise control used to be.
Yeah. Well, it's got automatically.
This map is insane.
Yeah.
And it knows where it's at too.
Well, yeah. In the map, you can full screen it too, right? So if you want.
Damn.
So here, this is much better for cruise control. So 2 clicks and you go into cruise. So it'll be better when with cars and stuff.
I feel a little vulnerable.
And then you can
go all these stories about Teslas, killing people on autopilot, huh?
Well, if you're not paying attention, it can, because it can't. It's not like you. It doesn't see everything, but it's pretty good. So there's no one in front of us or anything, or you'd see the car in front of you and stuff. Now, so it will stop. Now here it'll get confused because see how the lines are going?
Yeah.
So it'll get a little confused. See? And there. So now, as soon as it doesn't know, that's what it kind of does.
It kind of.
Yeah.
Does it just feel your hands moving the wheel just a little bit or something?
At first I was driving like this, and if I'm not putting any pressure on there, it doesn't think I'm holding the wheel. But you see the distance between the cars? Now, we're doing 45, so it won't matter. But now I've put my max speed to 50, so it'll speed up. But as soon as, if the car in front of me is, let me go to 55.
It'll recognize the distance and go, no.
So see it dropped to 49 because it's keeping this exact distance.
So it's really dependent on grandma up here.
Yep.
Yeah. This car is a piece of work, let me tell you. Just going through some of this stuff is just really amazing. He said that it's fleet program, meaning that every Tesla that's driving will compile information, and it says, okay, so it'll be downloaded into all the cars, so they have this adaptive intelligence. It's crazy. What are you doing back there? Look, she's texting. This would be perfect for you. Were you looking at your phone? Were you looking at your phone? You're supposed to be paying attention to the road, woman.
I was reading an email.
Yep. See, she could not drive the autopilot.
Well,
so where it's jacked up is when you get out in the country and there's like lines and no lines, and then potholes and.
Well, I mean, we don't realize how many things we're processing with our brain at all times, right?
Right.
And computers can only do what you tell them to do. It's not like, so it's actually pretty amazing that it does as much as it does.
Absolutely.
But there's a lot of weird driving conditions where things could happen that are poorly set up that even a regular driver would have a hard time dealing with, let alone a computer who doesn't really think, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go up on that bridge.
This is the death bridge.
Yeah.
It's
people jump off.
Nobody
Really?
today.
This road goes all the
People
way
jump off that?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh really?
Because it's guaranteed.
Yeah, you're guaranteed to die.
That's not.
Now here's the one uphill.
Okay, uphill.
Ready?
Yeah. Jesus. I tell you, the acceleration is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's like riding a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Well, yours is about like that. There's not that much difference.
The Prius, the Tesla.
No, I was talking about his other car.
It's this one. Like I said, we've got two things that you're not noticing. The battery's not fully charged,
Right.
and I haven't gone into real launch mode. That's just regular.
It's insanity.
It's called, well, this one's called ludicrous mode on this one.
Luda.
Yeah.
All right, Steve. Here's
So
the
here,
view
do you
coming
trust
out.
a car over a bridge like this?
Oh God! Oh God! No, we're not gonna make it.
Look at the view. Look at the views on top of this
It's
bridge.
driving itself.
So
I was telling Steve to look out.
Oh yeah, yeah, I can because I'm not driving.
Yeah, you're not.
Holy crap! I'll be honest with you. I've driven in Dodge Superbirds and stuff like that, but the acceleration on this thing is actually freaking insane. 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds, I think he said. He's got an older S model, and it's like, he goes, mine's slower. It's like 4 seconds to get to 60, but I'm telling you, it will throw you back in the seat. And the car is just gorgeous. Are you with Uber? Oh, and there's your battery.
Yeah.
It's got half battery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead. You can drive it.
Lord help us.
I thought it was driving itself. I didn't know there was a bridge there.
So when you want to punch it, just put it to the floor. You'll feel, and you can feel the acceleration.
Godly!
Isn't that crazy?
That is absolutely insane.
It is. Well,
I mean, you got to hold on. It's,
yeah, for sure. It's like ludicrous, right? They actually, so they've had, and those terms come from Spaceballs. If you're a Spaceballs fan, he loves Spaceballs. So the first really fast speed's called Insane. The second one's called Ludicrous, and then there's one other one called Plaid, right? And that one they reserved for the new Roadster, which does 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. It does. It's got 600 plus mile range. It's got a 200 kilowatt hour battery.
oh, it really does regenerate, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When you let off,
yeah.
you almost don't have to hit the brake.
No, you don't. You once you get used to it, you won't use your brakes hardly ever.
Because I wanted to be further over, and the car's like, no, we're going to be in the middle of the road.
Exactly. That's what threw me off early. Well, you can see he's over this side, right?
Yeah.
But this one, wants
It actually shows him going to that side.
Exactly. Yeah. It's the first corners are weird because you want to grab it.
Yeah, this is trippy. When I first let go and it was moving towards the middle, I'm like, no. That is crazy. But it's so smooth.
I know. It's the electric motors allow the smoothness, right?
Yeah.
The gas motor, the power to the wheel has so many things going on, whereas this is almost connected directly. There's just a differential gear because the motor turns more than the wheels to give you more power.
So now it's wanting me to touch the wheel.
Yeah. Just grab it. There you go. Once, then you can take it off again. It just wants to make sure you're paying attention. Turn on.
So when you're on the interstate and you're driving, you got this big long stretch. Are you watching the whole time, or are you?
Yeah. But
check a text message?
This is, like I said, I don't have, well, that's the problem, right? Is that you can start doing stuff like that and you get too comfortable. And that's what's happening with people is they get so comfortable because the car is so good that they don't pay attention.
Going into a curve is crazy. You're like,
you see how it's not braking, it's regenerating even though it's slowing down. Yeah. Have everything.
All right, Steve-O, you sold me. This is a gorgeous car. How much is it going to put me back?
Well, this one here is, this one's in the 130, I think, this one.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it would have been more.
Yeah, the Canadian one is so much more because of the exchange rate, right?
Yeah.
So in Canada, this is more, but I think fully loaded, the P100D is in the $130,000 to $150,000 range. Yeah.
Wow, it is a gorgeous
It's
car.
going to be one of the fastest cars you'll ever drive too. And this isn't fully loaded, right?
Yeah.
It's like another $5,000 for the 21-inch tires.
Yeah.
And what else? The full leather seats is a little bit more, but otherwise it's pretty good. And see, look at the key. So if I want to open the front trunk, double click the front of the little key.
Yeah.
And there you've got.
There's your front.
Yeah. So
you can put one suitcase?
Mine would be this whole thing because I don't have the front motor.
Oh, okay.
This one's got the front motor, plus it's got the filter. They have a filter in here that even hazard, like even if there's like
biohazard chemicals.
It's a biohazard
No!
filter, yeah.
Oh,
and so it takes up a little bit more space in here. And then the back, so if I want to open the back, I double click the back of the little car and it opens up the back. And so you've got quite a bit of space, and then the front, the seats, but then you've also got, look at all this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So now how long are you going to drive this one?
Well, Monday they'll fix my car and then I'll give it back to them. So this is the nice thing, they give you the car as a loaner. They've been really nice about it. So this is how you tell the different cars. So the P is performance.
Right.
The 100 is the battery size. So this is 100 kilowatt hour. You can get 90s and 100. Mine's an 85, which is an older one.
Yeah.
The D is for dual motor.
Dual motor.
And it's underlined, which it means it's ludicrous mode. The underline gives you the extra power.
That is cool.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
It is.
Hey, have you driven one of the new ones? The little sedans?
You mean the Model 3?
Yeah.
No. Only people who own them have driven them.
Really?
Yeah,
because of demand and everything else?
Even the dealership here had one, but I couldn't even get in it because it's someone's car. They have to come pick it up. So the Model 3, but soon there'll be a lot more available.
Right.
Because they're starting to produce them there. I think they're up to over about 22,000 a week now they're doing. So
cool.
But
Well, I appreciate you letting me drive it. That thing is bad to the bone. Mm-hmm. It really is. And if you want to know what the future of cars are, this is it.
Yeah, I think so.
You know,
Tesla is in a lot of ways way ahead. And you know, one of the big things is every other car, so many different manufacturers make like this and that, and they're not well integrated.
Right.
Tesla makes everything, so everything here is integrated. If they want to change something, they just change it because it's their car.
Yeah.
And that's one of the hidden advantages that Tesla has.
How do you open the damn door?
So you've got to have the key, right? So I'm close enough now, but I've been around the car with the key so it doesn't open it.
Right.
So I just touched the handle. Hey, what's going on?
He broke the car. We can't even get in.
That's interesting. There we go. Double click. I don't know. So if I walk away, they'll go.
And that's the display. That is bad to the bone. It shows that the car door's open.
Yeah. And the two side ones, you can put different things in there. So you can check your air pressure and the different tires.
Whatever you want.
You've got the music or the nav. You can, I forget, there's about 4 or 5 little widget apps.
And this is all glass.
All glass. So the cameras are, see there's one little camera there.
Oh yeah, okay.
There's a little camera here.
Yeah.
So there's on both sides.
Right.
Then up there's 3 cameras in the little thing
in the
there,
center.
right? And then there's the rear camera. I don't know if they have 2 rear cameras or just the one. On this
Probably don't need to, do they? Well, maybe.
Yeah. No, the back, I think it's just the single one.
Yeah. And it's probably wide angle.
And then here you've got, these are ultrasonic sensors on the front and the back. That's pretty much all. There's a lot of sensors that are hidden. I forget how long it is.
There it goes.
So normally when I come back towards the car, as soon as I get close enough, that's when
okay, yeah.
So here's my takeaway on the Tesla. You know, I've always had mixed feelings about electric cars because I've worked on gas motors all my life, but I was thoroughly impressed. Not just impressed, it was just amazing from a technology standpoint. This car is absolutely insane. It's an insane vehicle. And I've been in fast cars before. I've driven Superbirds. I've driven like Camaros that could have been race cars. But the instantaneous acceleration from this car is just unbelievable. The quiet ride, it was really a thrill, and it was really cool of him to let me drive the thing and show us everything about it. But it was an amazing car. Rarely do I get to drive a $130,000, $140,000 car, and on his visit I got to drive that. So thanks, Steve-O. I do believe that electric cars will become more predominant, and I think if they get the technology like this car that self-drives and all that, it's going to be crazy. So I welcome your questions, comments, suggestions. Put them down below. Thank you for being a subscriber. We hit 11,000. That's super cool. Keep watching. One day I'm going to be working on cars again instead of cleaning up my stinking garage. I'm David from the Redneck Garage. Keep turning wrenches.